and welcome to another episode of Retail Media Thursday. I am in Cannes, and I've managed to pull Jeff Cohen away from the Amazon port for a few minutes to get his thoughts on all things retail media. Jeff, we finally get to do a Retail Media Thursday together.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to a Thursday to be able to do this.
Yeah, the Thursday. So you probably need no introduction to any of our viewers, but do you want to just introduce yourself in case anybody's not familiar with you?
For those that aren't familiar, my name is Jeff Cohen. I'm a tech evangelist with Amazon Ads. I've been in the Amazon Ads industry for too many years now to count. I've been with Amazon for 2.5 years. And I work with all of our partners worldwide, like Sky, in helping them to understand Amazon Ads technology and how to integrate into it, and with our advertisers to understand how to activate onto our technology.
Very good. So you just told me where you were before this, which sounded pretty cool. But what's the coolest thing you've seen this week at Cannes?
Yeah, so, well, the coolest thing that I probably saw this week at Cannes was John Legend was like walking around Amazon Port. I thought that was pretty cool. I've always known that there are a lot of celebrities that are here, but I've seemed to have seen more this year than I have normally. So that was kind of cool. Was on a few of the boats, yachts. There's the whole like yacht setup where people are throwing different meetings and events on those. So that was kind of cool. It's just a different way to engage with the people in our community and to conduct business and have meetings.
Amazon is very focused right now. I think everyone can see if you go to the port on Twitch and the upper funnel ad formats. How much of a job is it still to sell those into brands who think Amazon is very kind of commerce focused? Yeah,
I mean, listen, we as brands understand how to do the commerce play with Amazon. Metrics like tacos and ROAS and ACoS are numbers that we've been familiar with when we think about performance marketing for a long period of time. I think that as we start to look at how to move from commerce to content and how to activate across the Amazon canvas to connect with more potential shoppers, that's where brands are starting to see the value in Amazon as a brand play and not just a performance play. And so, how hard is it? I don't know that it's hard. I just think it takes some time. It takes some education. It takes some different conversations within the same organizations that you're used to having conversations with. But as brands are starting to experiment with it, they're finding it to be successful. And I think that's the part that's probably most important, is that you want to think about this in a test and learn type of mentality. So how do you begin to experiment and understand what Amazon can be doing for your brand, make sure that it's driving the metrics that you need for your success, and then investing more as you see the signals point in the right direction.
You mentioned signals there. Amazon has a whole load of those, along with a whole bunch of different technological capabilities. Yeah. What are you seeing as the most underutilized of those capabilities that Amazon has for brands where there's a huge opportunity for them to lean in?
Yeah, I think the biggest opportunity for brands to be thinking about with Amazon is within Amazon Marketing Cloud, and how to use the signals to activate into new audiences. I think we have started to learn with Amazon Marketing Cloud how to do full funnel measurement and understand the path to purchase and the impact that ads are having. But as you move from those signals to the activations to building new audiences, that's where the true discovery starts to come. And this is your opportunity to identify new ways that your product's being used in the market, new ways that people are maybe moving to new to brand, which may be a different path to purchase than if they're a repeat buyer. And then creating new audiences based on those signals to activate, new DSP campaigns.
Yeah. So we heard this morning on stage in there from Kohl's, who were talking around how actually they pride themselves on being the fast follower. They're not necessarily kind of the market leader. They don't want to be compared to the market leader because there'll always be a bad version of the market leader. Imagine for a moment you don't work for Amazon Ads anymore, and you go to one of the kind of the fast follower retailers. What would your advice be? Where would you start? How would you help them in scaling? Like, where would you even begin to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the way that I think of that is any different than the way I think of advertising in general, which is that you have to have a very clear understanding of who your ideal customer is. and then you want to build to those customer needs. And I don't mean to like oversimplify it, right? But I think that, you know, Amazon, we don't obsess over competitors, and we build to what the customer needs. And I think that's the way that, you know, we should be thinking, and we should be thinking about this as tech providers, you know, like Sky, or as retail media networks like Amazon, or as brands, because that's ultimately what is going to drive our success. And throughout my whole career, whether I was running my own tech company or working for Amazon or any of the other roles that I've had, when you're focused on your customer and the direction you want to go, you're able to be a lot more successful than if you are distracted by all the other noise that's happening in the market.
It's key. Like, customer has to be at the center of everything. I mean,
Right.
it's Amazon's philosophy. It's
Yes.
what you've become so successful
Yeah, but
at.
it's interesting because a lot of people hear it and they think that it's just something said, but it's how it's put into practice at Amazon that I think is very unique and different than other places that I've worked.
Yeah, for sure. So you're a tech evangelist. What's coming next? What do you see when you look in your crystal ball?
Yeah, I think, you know, I don't know that I have a crystal ball that's any better than anybody else's. I think that, you know, Amazon is continuing to try to solve for the problems that our advertisers and our brands are having. So whether that be with generative AI and trying to unlock creative and the ability to scale creative in an effective way, or whether that be new ad placements, or to, you know, continue to enhance like the streaming television viewing process, right? So Amazon isn't just adding ads to Prime Video; they're adding ads to Prime Video in a way that will, you know, work naturally within the viewing process, right? So it's not just an ad every 10 seconds; it's ads on pause. It's ads that are potentially delivered based on the demographic that you're targeting, right? So you can, with Thursday Night Football, you can buy one ad spot and you can deliver different ads in that same ad spot based on the demographics that you have. And I think that's, you know, maybe the new form of personalization. So it's personalization down to the signals that are being delivered, not to the individual customers. And I think that's creating a really good customer experience. And again, like, that's what drives us, and that's what drives the innovation, and that's what will continue to push us forward.
Yeah, and obviously those opportunities then open up a whole new audience with the
Correct.
non-endemics. I know we get a lot of questions. We've actually, you'll like this, we've just finished a test with a non-endemic brand who was testing streaming TV.
Yeah.
And we've seen an increase in performance on search and social when they're running Amazon streaming TV. So case study coming very soon on that one. I know your team are very interested.
Yeah, and I think what it goes to show is that, you know, we, again, like the question you asked me at the beginning is that, you know, Amazon is known as this commerce play, but now Amazon is available to those who don't sell on Amazon, right? Local businesses, regional businesses, service companies, and that's creating a whole new set of advertisers to learn about Amazon and to engage with Amazon. And we're continuing to do it in as frictionless as possible way that make these the same type of you know, measurement and ad units and knowledge that, you know, traditionally we've had available to other people, not just on Amazon.com, but on all of the Amazon properties and our third-party properties.
Okay. So, final question. We've got Amazon UnBoxed coming up very soon, a few months away in Austin. Can you give us any teasers? What's coming out? What's the announcements going to be?
Teasers.
I'm determined to get something out of you here.
There will be a band that will play.
Taylor Swift.
It will not be Taylor Swift. I think what you could look forward to at Austin is you could look forward to some really great product announcements. Amazon has done a really good job of using UnBoxed as a way to kind of set the conversation, right? So last year we learned about Gen AI and our new Gen AI tool. And, you know, we saw quite a few things that have then evolved from that over time. And there's really, like, I think, two focal points, right? So there's the seller conference, which happens in September in Seattle, which is really focused on third-party sellers, where a lot of the announcements will be around, potentially around, I don't know what their announcements are, but potentially around, you know, shipping or the search process or the things that are impacting you as a seller. And then the Amazon UnBoxed, which will be really focused around the brand experience and the Amazon canvas and the advertising opportunity. And What I think's valuable about UnBoxed, and maybe what, I think why you should attend is, one, I always believe that attending events is about making connections and meeting with people face to face. Two is that it's a real opportunity to kind of see how all the pieces of Amazon ads kind of come together, and then to talk with your provider, whether it be your agency or your tech provider, to understand how that implements into your business. You can read about it online. You can follow me on LinkedIn, and I'll be covering it. But when you're there and you see it, and then you hear the deep dive conversation on it, you're just allowed to pick it up in a more meaningful way.
Yeah, for sure. I was there last year, and it was a fantastic event, so I'm looking forward to it again this year. Okay, we have a tradition on Retail Media Thursdays where we normally ask 5 quick-fire questions.
Okay.
But because we're in Cannes, I'm doing something a little bit different.
Okay.
So I'm going to get my timer out.
The Cannes quick questions.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, I don't know.
So, you're going to have 30 seconds. You have to name as many songs as possible with the word can in the title, starting now.
Oh my Lord. I don't know. This is can in the title. I Can't Stop Believing. Does that count?
Yeah.
I'm really bad at songs.
You've already got one more than one person, so
okay.
You're doing better.
All right, I feel better. Can by Me? No, that's not a song.
I'll Google it and see if it
I'm gonna
exists.
make up songs here. Can't Buy Me Love? Oh yeah, that's a song.
That must be one.
Yeah. There's a song, Can't Buy Me Love. Now you got me singing. That's Can't Buy Me.
We've gone 34. You got 3 there.
Yeah, I don't know what I got there.
You actually were second top, so you didn't.
I don't know what I got
all.
there. I think I got can't more than I got can, but
Well, it's good to see you. Cheers. Mine
Cheers.
is apple juice, I'm just going to say.
And mine is just water.